Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. I'm your girl, Debbie from Dung, Yaad. Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome once more. It is the Jamaican cooking journey. If you're new right on over here, let me extend a special welcome to you. Thank you so very much for joining the family. Those of you who were there with me from the beginning of the journey and you're still here supporting, manners and respect. Now today is International Women's Day. And I want to say a blessed, prosperous International Women's Day to all the ladies over the world. Special one to my black woman, my Caribbean woman, them strong like a lion. You know it, boy, my sisters. Big up on yourself, love up on yourself. Make sure you're there for yourself. Up, International Women's Day. Up, big up. Thank you. Now today I'm going to be sharing with you Irish potato porridge. Irish potato porridge. So let's proceed. For this dish, I'll be using some coconut milk, and as on over here, I already have about a cup or a little more than a cup of freshly squeezed coconut milk. It is the green coconut. You don't want to use the dry coconut as we use for rundown and for rice and peas, because you will end up with some oil on top of the porridge, which we're not looking for. So we have reserved some. In case it goes too thick, we can use it to get it on a little thinner base. I'll be using 8 ounces of Irish potato. Use this type. I never show them name because you have all different type. Okay? So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to go peel these, dice them, and return to continue with this Irish potato porridge. Okay? Okay, we are right back. I've peeled my Irish and I've chopped it. Could have chopped it a little finer too. You can, you know, but it all depends. If you have a really powerful blender, mine is not that powerful though. If you have a real powerful blender, you can, it doesn't matter. But the finer, the better. So now, we're going to be putting in some nutmeg. We talked about on one of our live, we talked about, if you have missed it, probably you might want to go to watch that. Everybody keep asking, Miss Debbie, why we are to go low on nutmeg? Nutmeg is toxic. Okay? So you don't go about using a lot of it in any one dish. Okay, family? Now my Caribbean sister from Barbados, big up yourself, Merle, she said, she was on the live too, she said yes. But what they would do is put the nutmeg, if you're using nutmeg without baking, you know, sometimes make it look like fresh drinks, you have to put a little hot water on the nutmeg, just a small amount to get rid of some of the toxicity. So what we are going to do now, we're going to be using about half of a teaspoon. Remember, Irish potato is flavorless, it doesn't have no flavor. So we have got to flavor up this porridge. That's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be putting about half a spoon of the nutmeg into the coconut milk. My heat is on. I'm going to leave it there with the heat. We are going to do different. We are not going to grate the nutmeg in the already cooked coconut milk. So we are put it inside here, so because we also will get the flavor from the nutmeg in the porridge when we do it like this. And honestly, it makes sense to me. I think we're going to get more flavor. So, but it doesn't matter. Go low on the nutmeg. Look at the amount of thing you have and try to make an adjustment. If you're just making just like 2 or 3 cups of porridge, you don't need 1 teaspoon, half or quarter of a teaspoon freshly grated nutmeg, because the freshly grated one has more flavor. Okay, family? So my heat is on here, and it's, you know, this is the coconut milk and the nutmeg. Now, I'm going to be making some, I'm going to be blending. Remember, we are going to be using some cinnamon powder. If you have the cinnamon leaf, you could dissolve it there in the coconut milk. I do have, but I want to show you options, because all my other porridges were done with the cinnamon leaf. Cinnamon stick, cinnamon leaf, you can use it. But suppose you don't have, you can use your cinnamon powder. I have here, and I'm going to leave in the description, definitely. We're working on our website, but let me tell you something. I am going to leave the proportionate amount of stuff for you because I don't want you to go bad panda porridge here. Because if you don't follow these proportions of the ingredients, you might end up going a little off on this porridge. I've tried it, I've proven it. I'm going to show you when this is ready. I'm going to show you one that I did ahead of time to show you that it is okay once you follow the method and the amount of ingredients. Now I'm going to be putting in right here, this is my teaspoon, half of a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, which is really strong. Mixed spice, I'm going to be putting a quarter. And you don't notice I'm not use the teaspoon to measure, I'm not use them there. I have, but I'm not. I'm going to be using a quarter of a teaspoon of mixed spice. Okay, and that is strong to the amount of Irish potato that I have. Now I'm going to be using some just straight regular vanilla. If you're using the extract, use, because you know the extract is really strong. They may not strong, worse no. So I'm going to be putting about, that is about a tablespoon of just regular vanilla. If you're using the extract, 3/4 of a teaspoon. I will leave all that information in the description for you. Now, a small amount of salt for now, not a lot. So, like about a quarter of a teaspoon of salt at this point in there. Okay? Now, I'll be using a pack of powdered milk. I don't know, skim. I'm using powdered milk, and it's a flavored, vanilla flavored. Okay? So, I'm going to be putting in all of this. Let me see what is happening over here. My milk is coming to a boil, and I never want it to boil, but let us get it on the low. So we get it almost low. We didn't want it to boil and all of that, but we'll work on that. So right here and right now, I'm going to be using some plain water. If you want to use some cow's milk, you can go ahead. You know, so this is milk, you know, this is powdered milk. So I'm going to be using like about that in water. I'm going to go now and get it all blended out to a smooth paste. Smooth consistency, I'm sorry. When I return, you will see what I have and we'll continue. Okay, now this is your blended Irish potato with all that I use mixture. This is your milk, coconut milk or whatever milk you want to use. And it is like, you know, at a temperature. So you want to proceed now. Just as you would do with any other porridge mixture, you want to pour real slow while stirring. You're catching it, camera girl? Stirring thoroughly because you don't want it becoming all lumpy. Just like how you do your cornmeal porridge. You want to pour slowly. Whilst pouring slowly, you're stirring just like with any other porridge because it is on the heat. We're going to go finish pouring now, and when we return, you'll see what is going to happen. Okay, y'all? Okay, now family, now that you have put, as you're going to treat this just as cornmeal porridge, the only difference, it will not cook as long as cornmeal porridge. This doesn't need more than about 10 minutes of cooking. Now you're going to be stirring gently. Look at it, and you see, look at it. So after you put in, when you pour your Irish potato mixture in your coconut milk and constantly stir it there on the low, and then you probably add it up a bit, you're gonna have it coming like this, thick. So you want to proceed to pay it some attention. Now you're gonna be having your excess coconut milk over here. What I want you to do, put the camera upon me, constantly stirring, I'm riding and whistling. What I want you to do, you realize that it's like as thick as this. You want to continue to use your little, if you want to use water you can, but you want to get your porridge nice and all of that. So when you look at this, you realize that you want a little extra. So you pour a little more. Okay? And then you proceed to constantly let this go, incorporate it. This is gently. This is a gentle procedure, family. So you want to keep on stirring it, in, you know, for that 7 to 10 minutes, the maximum. Because the Irish potato doesn't take long here because we whip it out. The longest cooking thing here is the coconut milk, because we don't want this green coconut milk get down inside our system and come like a washout, like we take senapad and grobasa. No, I do it. I'm telling you. Okay, so you want to continue, and then you want to have your eggs underneath on the almost to low. So you want to have your little excess milk in case it gets too. Look at it. You look at it. I'm not gonna be stirring. Look at it. Can you shoot them up camera, girl? You see it's puffing just like the cornmeal porridge? Okay, look at it. So you want to gently know. You know, you want to know at this point, looking at it, you realize that you have the right consistency. So that is why you leave your little excess milk, whether it be coconut. If you're using cow's milk, you don't have to cook it so long, because you know that's just cow's milk. But I'd say 5-6 minutes a max for cow's milk. And you can also use water, but bear in mind, when you use milk, it makes it more creamy. So you want to use constantly stirring this, because you can see, so you have it, you know, you have it going on like this, you know, because we're going to be using condensed milk for sweetener. Or if you are going to be using a less watery milk for and sugar, okay, then if you're going to be using the sugar to this, I think you're okay. Yes, I think you're okay. So if it is, whilst you stir, you see it's a bit, because some people don't like too much of a thick porridge, and some people don't like their porridge too thick. Some don't like it too thin. But for me, I think porridge is supposed to have like not too runny, not too thick consistency if you're serving porridge all over. You understand what I'm saying? So it's up to you. Make it your consistency with your little extra milk. That's what you're going to be doing. So look at this one more time. We're going to be constantly stirring it around, and I'm making sure I show you it. Okay, so you scrape around your edges, scrape around. Okay, so we are going to leave this. We're there at about 2 minutes. We'll get another 5 minutes. Constantly scraping, stirring. You don't want it to get burned. Just as how you administer your cornmeal porridge. But remember, cornmeal porridge is half an hour. That's for me though. I don't know about you. My cornmeal must be cooked for half an hour for my cornmeal porridge and my cornmeal dumpling. So when we return, we'll see our consistency. We'll be sweetening up. We have flavored up already. And we'll be maybe adding a little more salt. And then we'll proceed to present. I'm going to drink some of it. And also, I'm going to show you one that I made ahead of time that is cold. I'm going to want you to look on it and see the consistency where it still have no cornstarch, no nothing at all. If you think this, the Irish potato has its own starch in it. We soon come. Okay, now family, we are ready, and I'm going to turn my flame off because I'm going to be sweetening with some condensed milk. Now at this point, you make your decision what you want to use as sweetener. I am making the decision to use condensed milk. Make your decision what you would like to use as your sweetener. Okay, family? It's your decision at this point. Okay? Never sweeten your porridge with the flame underneath. Please to remove the flame. Why? I've said it times and times before, and I'm going to be saying it again for those who are new. Right on over here, and I implore you also, if you're new, to go check out my other porridge videos, because some people are asking for cornmeal, for a mini, for banana, for plantain especially, and we did the plantain porridge long ago. Go check them out. We have got so many of them, yet we have a lot more to come. So never sweeten your porridge with the flame underneath, because you are going to in the end have too much sweetener. If it's sugar, if it's condensed milk, and you're going to be sweetening, and you're going to say, but the porridge now sweet, because the heat is pulling it away. So when that porridge becomes cool and cold, when you taste it, nobody can drink it. That's when you'll taste the real sweetness. Okay, so we're going to be proceeding to sweeten. Now I'm going to be using some condensed milk. So this is it. I'm not going to be pouring in all, because it's not a lot of porridge. I'm just going to be doing it, and I'm going to be gently folding in my my condensed milk. Okay, remember, you know, do not ask Miss Debbie when I put the recipe, when I put the ingredients and all of that. Do not ask what are you supposed to use to thicken this porridge. I have not used anything on this video to thicken the porridge, family. Whatever I use on the videos, that's what you're supposed to use. You know, oftentimes people ask you, Miss Debbie, what did you use? Whatever I use, I always show it or say it to you. And Irish potato doesn't need a thickener. So no bother go put no cornstarch. I say, Miss Debbie, how much cornstarch again? No. Okay? Let's proceed. Remember, we had our nutmeg in and all of that. So we are going to be, look at this. This is Irish potato porridge, you all. Okay. Look at this. So let's get it all dissolved. And then we want to taste right here. Maybe we'll need just maybe a little salt to bring the taste together. So right now, I'm going to be tasting this porridge. Okay? And you can put this in your mouth because I don't expect to put it back in there. I will not be putting it back in there. And you also should not practice to put it in your mouth, even though you're at home and it's yours. Because, you know, it's not you alone going to have it. And even if it's you alone, practice makes perfect. You don't want to practice to put the spoon in your mouth and to put it back in the pot. Because you'll never know what might happen. You might just have a guest over and through your practice, you just do it and offer them some porridge and them say, no, we don't want to know your porridge. That would be embarrassing, okay? And you know we don't want a salt. We don't want any salt. So we are going to come right on over here. Right on over here, camera girl. I'm going to want you to shoot them up over here, so. Right over here. If you want to use your ladle, you can. But I'll be pouring from my pot to my bowl. Right before your eyes, I want you to see this Irish potato porridge. I want you to see the consistency of it in your bowl. We'll stop there. Remember, never overfill your serving bowl. And all of that. Now, some people say, Miss Debbie, you must blend out the flaxseed. When I'm doing a cold drink, I do. But when I'm doing hot, I don't. I'll just put my flaxseed in here, and I'll just use my spoon in this hot porridge to just incorporate my flaxseed, and I'll get everything from my flaxseed. Okay? Now I want to show you something. Camera girl, you want to shoot them up? I have here a Irish potato porridge. This is cold because the AC and all of that. And it is extra cold, and this is the consistency of it. This is still the consistency of it. Let me present to you. From my kitchen to yours, from my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your plate, and most of all to your stomach, it is Irish potato porridge. And this Irish potato porridge is from yours truly, Debbie down a yard. Please do enjoy. Now, look at this. This is my porridge, so I can drink from the pot. This is one I've done ahead of time. It is ready. I love my porridge cold sometime, you know. This porridge is really cool. And I am showing you this because I don't want you to do the porridge at when it cold. The porridge turn pudding. You have to be cut it unless you like it that way. Okay? So look at this. I'm going to be tasting some. When you don't see me post in a few days, I'm working on recipes for you. Please do enjoy. Now, me I go pick up this when me don't have camera, you know. Don't worry. If you have enjoyed this video, if you have found this video to be informative, if you have never heard of Irish potato porridge and you'd like to try it, please go ahead. Happy cooking, happy drinking our porridge. If you have ever done it before, please share with us on the Jamaican cooking journey how you do yours. Maybe we could do it another way and try your version. Okay? Once more, from my kitchen to yours, please do enjoy this Irish potato porridge. Now remember to like up the videos. Remember to make sure that you're subscribed to the Jamaican cooking journey. When you hit that subscribe button, slap the bell beside it. That is the notification bell that enables you to know when another video is uploaded. Even if you smash the notification button and you're not getting none, because we're having notification problems. It's no secret that we're having notification problems on YouTube now. You know about that wait. Just go and just click back on the channel, because you know we are always posting Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. We want to say thank you from start to finish. We also want to say thank Tony Stewart right here on the Jamaican Cooking Journey and Wife for, you know, that nice gift. We want to say, Tony, thank you once more. And all our information, donation and contacts will be in the description, along with this recipe for this Irish potato porridge. Remember, once more, like, share, subscribe, and from my kitchen to yours once more, please do enjoy. Debbie from Dung, yaad. Bless, no stress.